Man, I just want to feel more aero today. Everybody, it's Sunday, and you guys know what we do on Sunday. We do the Sunday night Q&A. Every Sunday I post a picture on my Instagram and have you guys ask me any question you like. I pick 10 random questions from that Instagram post, and of course I respond to them. But I thought, you know what? I want to do a Snapchat Q&A. So today I'm going to be doing a Snapchat and Instagram Q&A, and I'm also going to be showing you guys some cycling footage. I actually rode to work this morning for the first time in a while, so I figured I'd put that up and answer some questions at the same time. So without further ado, let's get to the Sunday night Q&A. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying or going to enjoy the footage from this morning. It's just a small little commute that I have to work, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll put it up there for you guys. You guys can see what it looks like for me when I'm riding to work and everything. I actually had about, I think like 15 minutes to get to work, so I had to push it this morning. Anyways, so we're gonna start with the Instagram questions first. I'm gonna try to do this all in one take. This is gonna be a little bit different. Shout out to my volume on my computer for interrupting me right there. Anyway, so we're gonna try to do this in one take, and usually do about 10 Instagram questions. So I'm gonna start with the Instagram questions and then go to Snapchat. So the first question is going to be from Grant, who asks, if you could go back to when you were 15, would you do anything different with your life? If so, what would that be? If I could go back to when I was 15, that's essentially where all my weight loss started, and that's where essentially I started to really get back to or get into really heavy amounts of exercise, and it was actually more starvation first rather than exercise. So I would change that first. And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily think that I wouldn't try to change my weight loss. I would really change how I went about my weight loss. I just lost weight super rapid, super quick, and that's mainly what I would do differently. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't really, you know, change too much, because, you know, I learned a lot about myself. And next question after that is going to be coming from Anthony Baka, who says, how does it feel to be growing as a YouTuber and at the pace your channel is gaining subscribers as well? I mean, it feels cool. I mean, YouTube is really awesome. I mean, in a lot of different ways. But at the same time, when you grow more, people expect more from you. And that's another thing that I really had to sit down with myself and think about a lot. And at the end of the day, it's you know, it feels like a second job. I've mentioned this so many different times to you guys, but I enjoy what I do, and I wouldn't do this if I didn't have a passion for it and I didn't like making videos. That's why I sit down every Sunday and do this. That's why I love meeting subscribers. I love talking to you guys. I love doing all of this. So again, I wouldn't do this if I didn't love it. My channel growth rate has actually slowed down after the 50,000 calorie cheat day that I posted, or cheat days I should say. So it was pretty big. I mean, I think at one time I gained like 800 subscribers in a day. That was nuts. So definitely not at that point anymore. So next question is going to be coming from Creativity by Obsession, who asks, do you ignore rest days even if your body is screaming to take a break? This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and guys, I mean, it's all relative, it's all subjective, it's all going to be based upon you and your own body. So a lot of guys do great with taking no rest days at all, and a lot of people have to take one a week, have to take 2 a week. It's all going to be totally individual. So that's what I recommend to everybody. And the biggest thing to all of us is to listen to your body. You have to really know when enough is enough. And if you're not listening to your body, you're not going to be on the right track, essentially. So definitely listen to your body there. Next question is going to be coming from Hayden Miller, who asks, how tall are you? Hashtag ask Erik. I am 5'8.5", technically. Next question is going to be coming from Bob Kovniewski. I can never get your name right, man, sorry. Since the live streams are going to end, what will we see as fans more of on your channel? The live streams actually aren't ending. So all my live streams on Saturdays that I used to do are going to be ending. So I'm only going to be doing them on Wednesday nights now. I just have a lot on my plate. So yeah, pun intended. Anyways, next question is going to be coming from Sammy Blue, who asks, what is your favorite way to relax after a busy day? Lately, I have been pouring myself a glass of red wine. That's been my favorite way to relax. And the next question is going to be coming from Rohan Parj, who says, do you think doing cardio to eat more is an eating disorder? I don't necessarily think that doing more cardio to eat more is an eating disorder. I feel like eating disorders need to be diagnosed by a medical professional, and there's a lot more that goes into it. I would say that if you approach the average person and, you know, that goes to the gym and knows about calories and says, you know, what would you, if you wanted to eat more, and you know, do you know about calories to eat more? You know, do you know that, you know, you need to, if you burn more calories, you're able to eat more, and they obviously know that, then their answer is obviously gonna be yes, because we all like food, guys. I mean, we all love to eat food, essentially. So if you're in a cutting phase or you're trying to lose weight, you're obviously going to, you know, want to eat more food, so therefore you're going to do more cardio. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily think that that person has an eating disorder, so really can get pretty complicated with that answer, but I tried not to, even though I probably made it super complicated. Oh well. Let's see here, what else do we have? Thomas Worsley asks, did you ever have times during your YouTube career that you considered giving up? Yes, I did. I considered giving up when I first started because no one was watching my videos. I was just posting a bunch of videos of me talking in front of the camera, just super awkward and stuff that really wasn't interesting. And a lot of people don't really want to watch that. So that's really a point that I considered giving up. And then I considered giving up at right around the time that my girlfriend and I were on, or ex-girlfriend, were on, you know, the brink of, or right near our breakup. So I had to really come to a decision, and I mean, this is a passion of mine, so, you know, I was putting in a lot of work into it and everything like that. That wasn't really what made us break up and everything. I really won't go into it, but yeah, that was one of those times where I considered giving up. So Dumpster Dan asks, best tips for riding hills. It's all technique, sir. So whenever you're climbing hills, you have to make sure that you're spinning, you're not mashing. Try to minimize your time out of the saddle, because contrary to popular belief, when you're out of the saddle, you're not going to be as efficient as you would be if you were in the saddle. So those are the two main points I always like to focus on with people. Next question is going to be coming from Yisrael U, who says, do you ever plan on offering coaching? And yes, I do plan on offering coaching in the future. Right now, it's totally something that I would not have time for it all right now. So I'm going to be doing it in the future though. So stay tuned for that. And it's gonna be, you know, really not gonna get specific with it right now, but the answer is yes. So next question is gonna be coming from Snapchat. Guys, I've had a long day, sorry. This question is going to be coming from G Parias 1, who says, Erik, thoughts on being a vegan competitive eater? I've actually thought about this a lot before. I made a few videos on it. I do have a few vegan challenges, I guess you could say, on my channel. Right now, I mean, it's, you know, it would be unique. And I feel like if I was to be a vegan competitive eater, it would simply be, you know, just to get people to watch my videos, and that's not really what my main goal is on my channel. I just, you know, there's more to YouTube and having a YouTube channel than just being unique. You know, you have to actually, like, you know, just be whoever the hell you want to be. You know, I'm not gonna just do that just to get views. It's stupid, but it's a cool concept though. Next one's gonna be, I can't even pronounce this one, but this person asks, what's your favorite pre-workout snack? At least I got a cool picture of you. There we go. What's your favorite pre-workout snack? Well, I don't really have a favorite pre-workout snack. Today, what did I have before I went to the gym? I had a bunch of jasmine rice and apples and pears. I mean, fruit during the day, load up on carbs. I mean, you don't really, if you have like an ideal pre-workout snack that works best for you, then have it by any means, but I'm a huge fan of variety and trying something different, so try something different. Carly asks, would you ever start up your own cycling clothing line? And that's actually a pretty cool question, and something I haven't really thought about. I recently bought some awesome pairs of shorts and bibs from Giro, and including this hat right here, and there's a lot of cool cycling apparel, so potentially. But I want to get my own clothing line started first, which is, again, going to be happening very soon, so stay tuned for that. Daga16 asks, did you face any fears or problems coming into your first bulk? Also, any tips on bulking, caloric surplus, bulk cut periods, etc. Now with this, coming into my first bulk, it wasn't really, I mean, the normal way you would be approaching it. I mean, granted, I was pretty well into my eating disorder and knew I needed to gain weight, so I mean, the main problem was, or main fear was gaining weight itself, so couldn't really do anything else there. So I mean, you're pretty much you know, setting yourself up for, I won't say you're setting yourself up for failure, but you're definitely not going to be like the normal, you know, underweight kid or a kid that just wants to put on muscle when you are dealing with an eating disorder at 16 years old. So it's going to be a little bit different. Next question is going to be coming from Larry, who asks, what are your top 5 beginner tips for new cyclists? My first tip would be not to burn yourself out. Second tip would be to climb hills, because it's going to make you a better rider. Third tip would be to get a good bike first so you don't feel limited. Fourth tip would be to ride with friends or ride with somebody more experienced than you at first. And fifth tip would be to watch all of my cycling videos. Kind of serious, but no. The last question is going to be coming from Emily, who asks, when will your next cheat day be and how many calories are you going to aim for? This is something that I haven't really thought about. I kind of have, I kind of haven't, but the whole cheat day and the whole cheat day challenges are kind of just waiting their way out. So I mean, I don't necessarily think that I have a date for one yet, but if I do one, it's probably going to be like a vegan or raw vegan cheat day, just because I think it'd be fun, and a lot of people are trying to call me out right now on doing one. So yeah, that will be the next one. That was my oven. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the latest video. Definitely let me know in the comments below how you'd like the format of this one. I just wanted to kind of make it pretty low-key, not edited or cut in any way. So let me know how you guys like it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, if you haven't already, feel free to follow me on my social medias: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. Thanks again for watching the video, guys, and of course, go ride a bike.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?